solve the equation 4x minus 3 equal to 3x plus y, and 3x plus y equal to 2y plus 5x minus 12. Now, if you see this kind of equation, you will be sometimes you can be confused, because this look like an equation here, and this look like another equation. So how do you solve this type of equation? It's very easy. The first thing you do is to rearrange. Is to do what? Rearrange. That is collecting like terms. So if we collect like terms here now, this, remember, we have 4x minus 3 is equal to 3x plus y, right? So if we collect like terms, we bring, so when we collect like terms here now, what do we have? In this case now, we bring x to x, so we have 4x. When 3 comes to this side and crosses to the other side, becomes what? Minus 3x, right? Now this is minus 3. When it crosses to the other side, becomes plus, right? That becomes equal to plus 3. Now this y also crosses to this side, so it becomes minus y, right? So 4x minus 3x is what? 4x minus 3x is 1x. That's the same thing as x. Then we have our minus y equal to 3. So this is our equation 1. This is our what? Equation 1. That's our equation 1, which is what? X minus y equal to 3. Now, let us simplify for the other one. The other one says 3x plus y is equal to 2y plus 5x minus 12, right? We also do the same thing. We arrange. We bring variable to one side and constant to the other side. So in this case now, we have 3x. When we bring this 5x now to this side of the equation, right, it becomes minus 5x, right? So that becomes minus 5x. And the same thing, when we bring this 2y to this side now, it becomes what? Now we have y already here. We already have y, so that's plus y. So when 2y is coming, it becomes minus 2y, right? So the right hand side is now left with only minus 12, right? So 3x minus 5x is what? Minus 2x. Then plus y minus 2y is what? Minus y. Everything equal to minus 12, right? Now, this is our equation 2. So we can now rearrange, and we have x minus y equal to 3, equation 1, and equation 2 becomes minus 2x minus y equal to minus 12, equation 2. So easily we can just use elimination method here, then we solve the other one using substitution method, right? So if we use elimination method, we discover that according to the last video, x and y have different coefficients. So what will I do? Okay, let us eliminate y, since y will be easier for us as the coefficients are the same. Let us eliminate y, right? But there is a problem. We have minus y and minus y, right? So if we add minus y and minus y together, it will give us minus 2y. So it is not eliminated. So what do? We have to multiply this other equation by minus, right? So if we multiply this equation by minus and minus times the minus associated with this y becomes plus, right? So we have minus y plus y. This gives us 0. So when we do that, our equation 1 still remains y. Are you getting it? Our equation 1 still remains y minus x minus y equal to 3. Equation 1. And our equation 2 will now becomes minus times. Hope you are writing those things down. If I have not written them down, go back and write it down. So minus times minus 2x becomes what? 2x, right? Then minus times minus y becomes what? Plus y, equal to minus times minus 12 becomes what? 12, right? So this is our equation 2. Then we add them together. So x plus 2s is what? 3x, right? Minus y plus y is equal to what? 0. Then 3 plus 12 is equal to what? 15. So this becomes 3x is equal to 15, right? Then we make s subject of formula. That means x is equal to 15 over 3. And 15 over 3 is the same thing as what? 5. So x is equal to 5. Now since x is equal to 5, we just substitute to any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2, and we have the same answer. So remember, this was our equation 1 and this is our equation 2, right? So we now have x to be equal to 5. So let us put it in equation 1. This becomes x. So instead of me writing x now, I put 5 in place of x, right? So that becomes 5 minus y equal to 3. So when 5 crosses to the other side, it becomes y minus y is equal to 3 minus 5, right? So this gives us minus y. 3 minus 5 is what? Minus 2. Minus 2. So minus, so we have minus here. Minus cancel minus. We have nothing remain than plus. So there's no minus again because y equal to 2. So the final answer for this is s is equal to 5 and y equal to 2. Alright. So let's take another question. Let's take another question now. It says, given that 2x minus y is equal to is equal to 6 over 1. It says find, are you getting it? It says find ratio x to y. You know, this is basically not an equation. Like, you are not solving for x and y separately. You are looking for x over y. Listen very carefully. What you are looking for from here is not x and y, but x over y. That is ratio. Are you getting it? So what do? You cross multiply. You what? Cross multiply. When you cross multiply, 6 will come to this side, right? Then y will go to this side. So this automatically becomes 1 bracket 2x minus y. Are you getting it? Is equal to 6 come to this side, right? Becomes 6 bracket 2y minus x. Any complaint? So this becomes 2x minus y is equal to 6 times 2 is what? 12y. And 6 times s is what? Minus 6x, right? Okay, so from this now, we do what we call collection of like terms. We collect what? Like terms. So we now have 2x minus y is equal to 12y minus 6x, right? So we rearrange. What do? We rearrange. Now listen, remember, look, we should remember what we are looking for. What we are looking for is what? X ratio y. X ratio y. And I told you x ratio y is the same thing as saying x over y. So we are to make x over y the subject of what? Formula. So in doing this, arrange x to one side and arrange y to one side. Let's see how it goes. So this bring 6 to the other side here. It becomes 2x, right? It becomes 2x plus 6x, because the minus will change to plus. Then we bring y to the other side. It becomes 12y plus y. Any complaint? Now 2s plus 6s is what? 8x, and 12y plus y is equal to what? 13y. Alright? Okay, so we are almost close to our answer. We have 8x equal to 13y, right? So what do? We make x over y the subject of formula, because s over y is the same thing as what? X ratio y. So what do? We bring y, we divide 8x by y. So this becomes, when y comes under this place, it becomes 8x over y, right? Equal to 13. Now if you see this, everything here now becomes x over y, which is what we are looking for, right? But it's not still perfect, because there is 8 here. So we need to remove this 8 from this side so that this place will be perfect, right? So when we remove 8, so it now becomes, when 8 comes from this side to this side, it divides what? 13. So we now have x over y is equal to 13 over 8, right? So the answer, x over y equal to 13 over 8. So that means that s over y is the same thing as s ratio y equal to 13 over 8. So the answer is 13 over 8. That's the final answer. Okay, so let's see if we can solve another simultaneous.